Wrong ones part ways, right ones find their way. The article I'm sharing with you today is 4 Methods to Tame a Man, Make Him Devoted to You. In a relationship, women always yearn for their beloved man to belong to them alone. However, demanding too much, pressing too tightly, getting too close, often leads to the opposite effect. Recently, I've observed many women in emotional turmoil encounter the following dilemmas. Why do men only want to flirt with me and not engage in a serious relationship? Why, despite my good qualities, can't I attract the men I like? Why do two people in love constantly argue after being together? Why do men, who were once passionately involved, become increasingly indifferent to me? Why do men who were originally affectionate betray me when I'm giving birth? Women facing these dilemmas are largely because they don't understand and master the laws of attraction between the sexes, or the so-called tactics. Understanding these tactics is essential to tame a man. Love also has its own set of tactics, so as a woman, if you want a happy love and marriage, you must learn the ability to handle the emotions between the sexes. To master the ability to handle interpersonal relationships between men and women, effort is necessary, and the methods and approaches are crucial. 1. Never let a man completely have you. Men generally have a peculiar psychology. The more unattainable something is, the more they desire it. When a man has never truly possessed the woman he likes, he won't cease his pursuit. Conversely, once he captures her, it becomes dull and uninteresting. So, let the other person chase you, conquer you. That is the correct strategy for a woman in love. Maintain your prize-like qualities. However, some women, once in love, are eager to attach themselves, and after attaching, they can't wait to surrender themselves completely. Women need to learn to be verbally close, but resist in action. Many women say one thing, but behave as if they want to be in the man's arms. Men are territorial creatures, conquering is in their nature, and the most thorough conquest is exploration and knowledge. So actively offering oneself to a man is the dumbest move, ruining a good hand. If you ask, what if two people have been living together for a long time? How can I still stimulate his desire to conquer? Just because you're living together or married, doesn't mean the man has fully pursued you. In the river of life, a woman should always be a running animal, letting a man pursue her throughout life. To achieve this, women need to maintain mental independence. The body can be conquered, but the spirit should never be. Don't obey everything just because of love. Letting him do whatever he wants will make him feel secure and complacent. This is the essence of prize-like qualities. So, as a woman, you must be a creature constantly in motion, never giving him the feeling that he has completely won you over. Give him some chasing motivation, and he will be happier. 2. You can live without a man. Then, he can't live without you. Creating a moderate sense of crisis and anxiety in a man is the secret recipe for keeping love fresh. Why do we say that toxic men and foolish women are a match? It's because foolish women continuously lower their standards to accommodate toxic men, and toxic men become increasingly toxic. Maintaining your own framework is crucial, rather than continuously yielding to the other. To create a sense of crisis in a man, 2 aspects are important. First, economic independence. This is easily understood. Only when you are economically independent, able to support yourself, can a man know that you have the capital to leave him. The second point is equally important: mental independence. Whether in marriage or in male-female interactions, a woman's acceptance of her own bottom line is crucial. You should never let him think that no matter what happens, you will never leave him. The correct approach is to convey, through your words and actions, the message that if he treats you poorly, you might leave him. So, as a woman, when you achieve economic and mental independence, being able to live without a man, only then will a man not be able to live without you. 3. Train a man early on. A smart woman knows how to guide a man's affection for her to become a habit and part of his character. A foolish woman often triggers the dark side of a man's character because they carry the attribute of being abused. The saying goes like this: the first year of marriage determines the future family status. This means that the first year of marriage or cohabitation is a critical period for adjusting living habits and forming each other's characters. After the first year, the way you get along basically sets the tone for a lifetime. So, training a man must start early. I've had many married women come to me with problems. Their husbands do nothing at home because they've spoiled them. They ask if there's a way to salvage the situation. It's like saying you've already laid the foundation for a house, and now you want to change it. Is that easy? It can be changed, but how many women have the time and energy for that? So, it's important to learn these skills beforehand, preventing these problems in the future. Therefore, in the early stages of marriage or cohabitation, it is the best time to train a man. You must instill the idea of respecting and cherishing you into his mind, making it a habit and a natural expression in daily life. It should be like eating and drinking, part of his character. 4. Sunk costs lead men to invest in you. Many women fall into this misconception. I treat a man with all my heart. I put in effort for him, and he will love me more and more, and our relationship will get better and better. This is correct. Love does require effort to blossom and bear fruit. But before each effort you make, ask yourself one question. Is your effort what he needs? If he wants an apple and you give him many bananas, he won't feel happy. Furthermore, effort must be mutual. Many women complain, I've put in so much for him, and he still treats me like this. Doesn't he have a conscience? This is normal. You put in so much, so you can't let go. But he hasn't put in much for you, so he has nothing to fear. Human nature has this characteristic: the more you invest in something, the greater its value in your mind, and the more you cherish it. This is the principle of sunk costs. Whoever invests more is the one who is less willing to let go. So, guide men to invest more, and never be foolish enough to think that the more you invest, the more grateful and loving he will become. It's making him invest more that will make him cherish and love you more. In love and marriage, you must learn to guide a man's investment in you. Within a reasonable range, increase his commitment to you. The more a man invests in you, the more his actions will influence his brain, telling him that he loves you and values you, because he has done so much for you. And the more a man invests in you, the higher the cost of leaving becomes. This is similar to being stuck with stocks. The more you invest, the harder it is to leave. So, he won't easily leave you. Use both the stick and the carrot to tame a man. You need a policy of using both the stick and the carrot. You've probably heard the saying, the stick and the carrot. It originated from an ancient fable. To make a donkey move forward, you put a carrot in front of it, and use a stick behind it to drive it. In my opinion, this stick and carrot policy is also applicable in matters of the heart. In other words, for men, we need to hit them with a stick, then feed them a piece of candy, hit them again, then give them another piece of candy. What does this mean? In simple terms, don't always complain and blame men. Don't always be too accommodating to men. Instead, frequently praise men. Good men are made through praise. So when your man does something that satisfies you, praise him enthusiastically. Don't be stingy with your words of praise, encourage him to do even better. For example, if a man buys you a gift you don't like, and you don't show him a happy face, constantly scolding him, next time he thinks of buying a gift, he'll naturally think, even if he buys a gift, he won't win your favor. So, he won't be willing to buy you gifts. But if a man does something that makes you angry, you must point it out, dare to point out his issues, express your views and requirements, but pay attention to communication skills. Using nonviolent communication is crucial. Let the other person clearly know your framework and bottom line. When the other person crosses the line for the first time, let them know that if there is a next time, it means this man doesn't care about you, or he's foolish, knowing the serious consequences but still doing it. Why keep a man like that? In other words, you can give him a lot of candy often, but occasionally, you have to give him a beating. Only then can you truly guide and tame a man. That's all for today's sharing. Thanks to the members for their support. Feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Don't forget to like and share with your friends. Long sharing, and looking forward to meeting you again.